Hello everyone, and welcome to my page, Cooking with Chadwick, here on YouTube. I've been waiting for a little too long to make food content. I love watching food content, be it Reels on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. I've always been so impressed by what's being put out there, between the recipes, the video editing, the audio quality, all of it. It's been really awesome, and being a professional chef, I have wanted it to be perfect if I were to ever do this, and I realize that, well, you just got to dive right in. And that's what's exciting, because you're all going to be here for it. You're going to see my development. You're going to see me get better at this. I'm going to cook maybe some advanced recipes where I challenge myself. I'm going to cook some lazy recipes, some simple ones, some home-cooked dinners, you name it. We're just going to figure this out. So I'm looking forward to seeing your comments, your likes, subscribes, and most of all, just interacting with one another. Hey, cook this recipe. Have you ever made this? Oh, your camera angle wasn't right. I didn't even see what was in the pan. That's all going to be really constructive material for me going forward. A little about myself. My name's Trey. I'm a professional chef. I moved here to Manhattan a few years ago from Mississippi. A lot has changed in my world since then. I met my beautiful wife here a month after being here. Traveled internationally. I've cooked alongside some awesome chefs from different backgrounds and experienced different techniques and recipes. I've just learned a lot, and I've kind of wanted to just start making whatever, something that's interesting for everyone. The video I captured was a few nights ago. I made just a simple home cooked meal. I made a meatloaf. Meatloaf with braised cabbage, and a cornmeal dish called Banosh. My wife made the Banosh. Unfortunately, I didn't capture her cooking process, but it's in the video. Banosh is, if you're a southerner, you don't have to be a southerner, but you'll know. It's kind of like grits. With grits, you take your cornmeal and you cook them down till it's nice and compressed, but silky, velvety, great texture. With Banosh, it's fluffier. It has a little bit more bite. It's not like undercooked grits. It's not gritty. It's just very fluffy and pleasing in texture. They'll layer it with like sour cream, fresh herbs like dill. Some put cheese in it. When I got married in Ukraine, we had an awesome Banosh on our wedding table that had like a poached egg on it. But most of all, they put salo, S-A-L-O, salo. It's the best. It's a cured pork fat. It's from the back fat of the pork. It's better than bacon. It's like pure white. It's amazing. We didn't have any salo for the video, but I am going to work with salo in the future. But with salo, you can render it down in a pan. It'll render like that much fat out of it and hardly be existent. It'll be shrunk down to nothing because it's pure fat. It's kind of like cooking with foie gras. Super flavors, super salty. You can just slice it as it is and eat it, which is what I really like doing. But nevertheless, we made a nice little home-cooked dinner. I'm going to show you kind of what I did. I didn't really change camera angles too much. I'm going to do a voiceover for it, kind of explaining you my process. But I hope you enjoy this video. It's my first YouTube video, my first cooking video ever. So thank you for joining me. And here's to this new journey. See you next time. Okay, for my meatloaf, I put some ground pork, ground veal. It's got a lot of flavor. We did a little touch of heavy cream, threw in a couple eggs. I'm going to go in with what I cooked down is some caramelized bell pepper, onion, reduce a little beer in there, seasoned it up. I'm going to go in with a little bit of white pepper, some oil, paprika. Of course, you got to have something that I really like. It's kind of a crutch. It's a Greek seasonings, Cavender's, Worcestershire, little salt, some pepper, Dijon mustard. Gonna go in with our breadcrumbs. Didn't really have access to any crazy breadcrumbs at the store. These are just Italian breadcrumbs. Give it a really good mix. Mix it up thoroughly. We're gonna go in a nice oiled up pan. So you'll see me, I'm just kind of gonna bunch it up in there, start compressing the loaf down in there. It's actually a loaf pan for making bread, but it works out quite well. So once I have that in the pan, I'm just going to kind of mash it down, make a nice loaf evenly, no air pockets or anything like that in there. And here's the sauce. I'm going to go in with some like fire roasted canned tomatoes. That char kind of gives it a little smoky flavor. I'm going to go in with some tomato paste, ketchup. Got to put some ketchup in your meatloaf sauce. We're going to cook this down, kind of reduce it. Tiger sauce, I love it. It's kind of like a sweet chili. It's from Louisiana. I grew up eating it. It's amazing. Little Worcestershire, gonna throw that in there. I use a little rice wine vinegar. I like it. Of course, you got to throw some sugar in there. It needs to be nice and sweet. I'm gonna throw a little honey, and also just for added heat, I'm gonna throw in a little hot honey. So Zab's hot honey. It's pretty good. For some extra heat, I'm gonna go in with some red chili flakes. And then we're gonna add just a little water, give it some persuasion. I'm gonna take that onto the stove. I'm gonna cook it all down so it's nice and tender. So now it's looking a little glazy already. We're gonna go ahead and blend that, get it smooth, so we can coat the meatloaf nicely with it. Just gonna get it blended up. There's our meatloaf. It's been kind of part cooked. It's not really fully cooked because we're gonna finish it in the oven. I'm going to pat it dry on the top just a little bit. You don't want to get all your seasonings. Put that meatloaf sauce on there. We're going to go ahead and smear that all over. Get it nice and evenly coated. I ended up adding a little more than what you see there. That was just kind of showing you the process. So here we're going to start our cabbage. I'm going to go in with some onions. I'm going to sweat those down. Nice and sweat down. Just a little bit of color, but nothing really crazy. Not going to caramelize these. Gonna go in with cabbage. I end up adding cabbage just kind of as we go. As the cabbage sweats down and gets smaller, I throw in more cabbage. Anyway, so you see it's kind of sweat down. We're gonna go in with a little Chardonnay. Chardonnay is gonna add a little bit of acid, a little bit of sweetness. I'm gonna cook that alcohol out. Add some water. Then we're gonna add just a little bit of miso paste to mix it up. It's gonna add a little saltiness, some bay leaves. I've seasoned it off camera with a little salt, a little white pepper, a little garlic powder. Here we are, a nice glazed meatloaf. You see that sauce, since we cooked it down, has stuck really nicely to the loaf. And here's that Banosh. You can see underneath it, it has that sour cream. It's nice and flaky and fluffy. So let's plate. There's the Banosh, that fluffy cornmeal dish with some sour cream in there. It's got a little bit of feta cheese. It's been seasoned with chicken stock. A good hearty piece of meatloaf. Then you're going to put your braised cabbage on there. It's got that rice wine vinegar, so it's kind of adding a little acid element. It's got just a touch of sweetness, but it's a good balance. You got that creamy Banosh. Going to go ahead and garnish it with some fresh sliced parsley. And I'm probably going to put just a little bit of extra sauce on there because, there's really no such thing as too much sauce, for me, at least. Just a little extra sauce. Never hurt nobody. I hope everyone enjoyed this video. A nice home-cooked meatloaf, nothing fancy. Let me know in the comments what you liked. Like and subscribe, please. It's going to help us. We're going to see you next time. We're going to keep doing this. Thank you for cooking with Chadwick.